We are here. We are here. We are here. Happy Tuesday. It's your boy, the coach, and welcome to the Coach's Huddle, where we are going to go through another installment of From the Trenches, a film review. And this is going to be an interesting live. I've gone through the first half of film. We're going to go through the first three drives of the game. For the offense, we're going to be able to look at it from the trenches. I tell you guys right now, I talk about what I know, which is offensive line, the run game, and the tempo of the game when we're checking out exactly what's happening with tackle to tackle. So there's certain themes that I like to come up with when I watch film, because when I used to coach, when I had to watch film, I had to take notes. And put those notes down and have certain themes. So with today's film review and every film review from here on, we're going to have points of focus that we pay attention to. So the points of focus for today's film session are going to be pad level at the point of attack. Okay. We're going to look at not only offensive linemen taking the right steps, running their track, but we're going to be looking at them actually doing something with the defender while they're there, right? Delivering a blow, running your feet, having good pad level, staying in phase, using your core, right? We're also going to be able to look at weak versus strong hands, okay? We're going to be able to see some really good plays where strong hands are utilized. We're going to see guys relocate. We're going to see guys use their inside hand on outside zone to be able not to get swung on the inside gap. We're going to watch guys log defenders, but then we're going to also watch some plays where the hands necessarily aren't there, right? Then we're going to just talk about effort. There's a lot of plays where we just don't finish. Right? Plays that are good that could have been bigger, right? Situations in the game that we could have expounded upon if we just have a little bit more effort, right? And we're going to look at plays like that today. Soft shoulders. Being an offensive lineman, you got to make sure that you stay parallel with the line of scrimmage at all times, especially in outside zone. It's imperative. Also in pass protection, being a tackle, you need to be able to keep your shoulders as square with the line of scrimmage to create that hard edge, no matter how long you're kicking. All right. And that's a couple of instances where we're going to be able to point those things out today. And fatigue and finish. Just seeing where we got work to do, just seeing where the drive gets a little bit too much on guys, and we're going to see some guys maybe make some business decisions and slow down. So these are some of the things that we're going to be able to look at in today's points of focus for film review. And this is a different coach, man. I love to get into it when we get into our back and forth on lives. You guys always know I go back and forth with Tom and Grant and everybody, but when we're watching film, innuendo kind of flies out the window, right? So the tape don't lie. So let's get into it. Let me get this banner down. We're going to go with the first drive of the game. And really, it's just a couple of things that I wanted to look at. All right. So we start on our own 7. So we got a long toe already up front. We're starting at the 7-yard line. Right. So let's get into it. We're just going to let the first play from the overview run. This is a nice outside zone play for Deebo Samuel. He gets 6 yards on this play. Let's run it from the tight. All right, so what do we have here? One thing that we do in offensive line, especially when we're running, is steps, right? We got to go with steps, right? So let's look at these steps. Let's look across the line. Trent to Banks to Brindle to Pooney to Colt McKivitz. Even look at Juice and Deebo. Look at these steps. Everybody steps. We get a good step. We're in unison. Everybody's locked up, but we got a problem. Our young guy, He's hurting us right now. Dominic Pooney. So if you play, Dominic misses his man. He misses that inside backer, climbs up too fast, and look who tackles Debo. Let's just go ahead and run that back. Dominic Pooney is slotted with this guy here. That's Dominic Pooney's guy. Let's run. Slips right past him. Just moving too fast. Flat defender gets down, tackles him. And that's what we're talking about, guys. Good play, 6 yards. Could have been better. Could have been better. I like the steps by Jake Brindle. Jake Brindle logs off his defender. Good steps. Now in this play, we got to look at Jake Brindle and our boy Dominic. So right now, we got a 1 yard run to the right by Jordan Mason. You see Dominic's hurt already. And the issue right here is that Dominic just is too high. He comes out of his stance way too high. And what we get here is he gets shocked into his chest by the defender and gets rocked. Also, Jake Brindle gives us no push. Right? Jake Brindle is running down the line of scrimmage. That's what you don't want. Right? Let's run that back. We're running that back. Jake Brindle, he's got to create real estate. And if you look at where Jake Brindle is right here at center, he literally runs down the line of scrimmage. He's running down the line of scrimmage. Look at his feet. Lateral. He's stepping over himself. He's not pushing, not creating any type of push. Those are some of the areas where we see Jake Brindle struggle. Now, on that play, Dominic Pooney gets hurt, right? And Spencer Burford comes in the game. And I want you to see why. This one rep from Spencer Burford shows why he lost his job. This is just one rep. So we're going to look at it. Spencer Burford is right here. He's at right guard. And just take a look. Look at the leverage. Look at the poise. Catching the defender. That's not a football move, son. Right? You'll be able to see it here better. But he's just catching the defender. He's not sure of himself. Like this right here, that's not a football move. Lunging out to catch a defender while you're getting knocked off your feet, that's not a football move. Now, that he may get away with that rep for now, right? But in 2-3 plays, that defender's going to realize all I got to do is just swipe his hands and get in his chest. He's trying to gain ground, and that's just what you see out of him now, man. And that's why Spencer Burford lost his job right there. I just wanted to move on from that play. Next play, what I want to get into is this is the plays where we're going to our 33. All right, we're at our 33-yard line. Okay, and at this stage, we're in the middle of our 15-play drive. All right, this is a 15-play, 90-yard drive. All right, so this play is a 6-yard run by Jordan Mason to the right. So let's go ahead and run this. We're going to run it from the top just so you guys can see it. And it's interesting. So we're just going to run it We're just going to run it fully right here. Right now, thank God that we got a tough runner in Jordan Mason because this is bad. Okay. Off rip, Juice is supposed to block his initial defender. We already got an issue right here with Juice. He comes out. Jacob Cowing doesn't do him any favors. He gets beat off. Juice lets the defender disengage, and he's already beat. Now, you can say Cowing could have helped out Juice right there a little bit more, but Juice is coming from a running stance. You got to do more than that. So that's one. Two, the pad level of Aaron Banks. Let's go ahead and look at the left guard. Aaron Banks comes out, and he's running straight up. Look at the blow that the linebacker gives Aaron Banks. Pow! You got to protect yourself. And we wonder why he's always got upper body injuries. No good. Also, if you're looking at this, what do we see? Trent's laid out of his stance. He tries to pull the table in front, and he gets stymied. This is just a play where I don't think they're just ready to. They're just not ready. And then if you go back and skip a couple of frames, you'll see that the pass off between Colton McKivitz and Pooney, not as clean as you need to. Right now, we got a pass off between Colton McKivitz and Pooney where they're supposed to climb to the top. The defender gets inside of Colton McKivitz's frame, already standing him up. He's getting no leverage. Pooney tries to get a piece of him, but Pooney's guarding his back. He's blocking on his back. Colton disengages and re-engages again, but they never get to the second defender because Colton McKivitz never gets penetration. He never gets movement off the line of scrimmage. You got to be able to move this guy. But he goes lateral. Matter of fact, Colton McKivitz gets pushed out of his gap. It was a bad pass off. But like we said, strong running cures all. Right? Strong running cures all. So, for our next marker, we're going to let it run. Sorry about that. What I love about this is the pass protection from Jake Brindle right here. You go back and look at old Jake. Look at how he redistributes his hands, relocates, finds power through his base, walks down the body. I mean, this is good. This is good. Strong base, finds power through the ground, still keeps his hands inside the defender. I mean, Jake could give you good pass protection if you want it. That was a good rep. I really like that rep from Jake Brindle. Hard set across the board. Everybody played with good hands on this rep. I really liked it. Dominic Pooney relocates his hands. It's just a good rep. Now we got to get into the ugly. So this play, we got a blown call on a blitz pickup. And we're going to watch Aaron Banks on this play. Just going to run it. So we got bad blitz pickup right here. I don't know why Aaron Banks is looking to help. That's another thing that I see about Aaron. Aaron loves to conveniently help where there doesn't need to be help. Right there, that's just an MA from him, a missed assignment. That can't happen. Right? That can't happen. He's standing right in front of him. I don't know what else he's looking at. He's locked up. Jake's got the shade. Trent's locked up with the defender on the outside. I don't know what he's looking at. And then the chicken wing. He's got to stop that. Like this not using your hands, like this mess, that can't be a thing. Move your feet and deliver a blow. Now, we're already near the end of this drive, guys. And we're at like play 12 into this drive. And what you're starting to see is fatigue starting to set in. So the next play we're going to get into, you'll be able to see just that. You'll see Aaron Banks, slow hands, not being able to switch off. He's going to catch his defender right here. He's not going to deliver a blow. He's just going to use his mass to guard his defender in front of him. Now, there was supposed to be a switch off it was supposed to be a TE switch, a tackle in switch from the defense right there. But the tackle got so much penetration on Aaron Banks that the twist didn't need to happen. He just moved him out of the way. Like, come on. What are we doing? First of all, unsure yourself. All of this shuffling around. Put your feet in the ground. Okay. Shoot your hands. You're catching him you're catching the defender in the top of the head. All right. He's in the middle of your pads. All right. He relocates your hand, throws you out of the way, and then still gets on the inside. That can't happen. Aaron Banks needs to be more stout at the point of attack, man. He's got to be able to use his hands efficiently. Other than that, offensive line seemed to do a good job on this rep. Is that Aaron Banks is just tired and he's feeling sorry for himself. All right. What we got right here? Got a run from Jordan Mason. What we also have is Trent is laid out of his stance. So we're going to go frame by frame. Offensive line is moving. Trent hasn't budged. Fatigue. Trent's laid out of his stance. Guys, we run inside and outside zone. It's imperative that we all step together. We're late right here. And we're late at the point of attack, right? We're late where we can't be late, right here. Now, Jake Brindle, you ain't get away, Jake Brindle. Jake Brindle gets beat on this rep, too. So, what we need to do is Jake Brindle needs to cross face. He crosses face on his defender, but he's leaning. Bring your feet. There's no excuse. He's getting one-armed out of his gap, and he's trying to get his hips around, but he gets disengaged. Causes Jordan Mason to redirect. And that's why it's important, guys. Pad level, too high. We're tired. We're tired. So let's go to our next clip. Still 3rd-and-3, guys. We're still inside of this drive. This is the last play of this drive. We kicked 3 on this one. We're going to run this real time for you guys. Jordan Mason. Hell of a block by Jordan Mason. Whoo! Hell of a block. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying with Aaron Banks. This is what I'm saying with Aaron Banks, man. He's always conveniently shying away from contact. This is the second time, man. I understand you want to help Jake, but that chicken wing, you got to stop that, man. I mean, Jordan Mason is full-faced. All right? Trent's locked. Pooney and McKivitz are locked. What are you doing, Aaron Banks? Give me a chip or something. Come on, brother. You see the dedication from Jordan Mason right here. Meeting him at the line of scrimmage, man. What's your excuse right here? You didn't feel that? That's what I mean. He's got to be better there. All right, now we ended that drive. Okay? We ended that drive with 3. We'll let it play out. We ended that drive with 3, but let's set our second drive. All right? Now, our second drive was interesting. It was 5 plays. It was after a fumble. All right, so let's level set right here. Our second drive was interesting because it was after the fumble from Ramondre Stevenson, okay? And we had a short field, all right? We pick up this ball on the 30, all right, going in. So now we just got to understand what's the context of what Kyle is trying to do here. And I love what he does. Kyle runs the ball 3 times in a row. Let's look at these runs. 1st and 10 from the 30. And that's a 16-yard run from Jordan Mason. Now, strong running cures all, man. That's why we run this scheme. Half of it is just what we do schematically. That's going to help us. But if we look at this, right? If we look at this, bad feet. Aaron Banks not delivering a blow at the second level. Getting ran into. That, come on, bro. Come on, Aaron Banks. Deliver a blow, brother. You already got there. What are you shying for? What's that hitch? What is that? Come on. Colton McKivitz. You got to get better feet on that. Good run from Jordan Mason, though. Now we're going to talk about soft shoulders, man. This is the second run. Second run's coming up. I'll let you guys just get this one out the way. This is it right here. So Colton McKivitz is supposed to be climbing to the second level on this play. All right. And we talked about strong shoulders with staying level to the line of scrimmage, right? And what we can't have is you getting ragdolled at the point of attack. If you're going to get to the second level, Colton, the least you can do is deliver a blow. Bring something to the party, brother. All right. Number one, I like the steps. Good feet coming out. You engage, but he's inside of your frame. Now, you're disengaged on your inside hand. Keep pushing upfield. Now, I don't understand why you're widening your base right here. That's not football with you locked in, riding him out. Push him upfield. You can't shadow him, man. You can't shadow him. Now, we already talked about Jordan Mason, not Jordan Mason, but Aaron Banks conveniently helping. So there's something in offensive line called your offhand. You use your offhand to assist the most dangerous man. Okay? Hold on. All right. Also, that's the wrong play that I'm looking at. Let's go back to this play then. All right. So in this play is the last run of the 3 yards, the 3 points that we get in this 22-yard drive. This is the field goal. So this is the last run. All right. We ran for 16 yards first. We ran for 5 yards. All right. Now we get a 1-yard run from Jordan Mason. Sorry about that. I skipped to the third drive too fast. So right here, I mean, Trent's tired. He's not being very athletic. You see, it's taking him like that. That's tough right here. When you see this, all right. When you see this, Trent sitting in the stance, and he's taking all day to get comfortable. And you see this, them legs locked. My man's tired. My man is tired. So he gets out top, arc release, and he gets bodied. His man makes the tackle. Right? So we're right here. Trent's got to come out. We got a DB. Come on, man. Since when does a DB form up Trent like that? Since when does a DB form fit Trent Williams? Since when does this little rascal right here form fit Trent Williams? Since when does he deliver a blow and throw Trent Williams off? That's fatigue right there. That can't happen. This defense isn't good, by the way. Right? That's not Jalen Ramsey. That's not Snead. I don't even know who that dude's name is. But he can't throw off the quote-unquote best offensive tackle in the game like that. That can't happen. That can't happen. They're tired. This play goes out. We understand what happens. They get their 3. So let's get into the third drive. We're going to get into the third drive. Now, I love this drive. Okay? Right now we're up 13-0. Okay? We're on our third drive. We've got a pick 6 from Fred. Okay? And they get the ball back, and we get a turnover on down. So right now, in the context of the game right now, it's like, let's kill the game right now, right? Let's take it over. We're up 13-0. We just got a pick 6. They got the ball back. We got turnover on downs. And this is the drive that I want to touch on because there's so much good, but there's also so much concerning moments. So let's get into it. First play up. All right. And this is where we're going to start talking about helping out on offense, especially on the offensive line. We're going to let this run. Right? We got a nice 11-yard catch from Brock Purdy to George. Offensive line, let's check it out. I don't understand what Aaron Banks is doing here. So, Aaron Banks is supposed to be helping the most dangerous defender. Trent Williams has a guy that's outside shaded. All right. He's to his outside shade. All right. His most dangerous man. All right. Is this guy. It's that guy. I don't understand why Aaron Banks is trying to help out Trent Williams here. So, right here, we get a pulled action from Pooney and Juice. So he's already locked. So using one hand, why? Why? What are you using? What are you doing that for? Lock up with them, bruh. And then for context, Trent helps your man. Look at Trent. Trent's helping you. He throws you off like dirty laundry. I don't understand some of the things that Aaron Banks does, man. Now, we're going to watch this. The next play that we're going to get to is a sack in this drive. In this drive, I think it's unwarranted. I think that Brock bailed too early on the sack. We're going to see good pass protection from everybody involved. One thing I will talk about is fatigue is already setting in. We're in the first quarter of this game, and you already start to see just some walking around on the field, right? And that's the only thing we're going to highlight here. It's actually a good pocket, but we got to play to the echo of the whistle. It was way too much walking around in this game. So we're going to run it. Trent's locked, right? We got a nice double here with Banks and Brindle. We got a cool situation over here with Pooney and McKivitz. Trent's locked up, like we said, got his boy off his feet like a toddler. You love to see it. Right now, this is a good pocket, man. This is good. I don't know where Brock is going. Why? He just decided that as he kept backing up. No. You could just climb in the pocket. You don't have to reverse. So this is when Trent, this is when I look at Trent and I'm just like, brother, you got to give me more. You got to give me more than what we're about to watch. We can't do this. We just can't walk. Okay? We just can't walk. That can't be a thing. Next play, what I want to get into is good, solid pass protection and a great pocket. So we're at 2nd and 15, okay? At 2nd and 15 in this drive. Brock finds Juwan for a mean-ass 32-yard pass, and it's great pass protection here. Let's run it. I mean, this is good. They bring 3, locked up. Brock has all day to throw. This is good. They deserve this rep. Good. And this is the stuff like I know we talk about Jake Brindle a lot, but this is the stuff that I like to highlight, man. He does have good reps, man. He has good reps. He gets locked on. He does his job. He moves his feet sometimes. You see that one little foot out there. You see that little foot out there trying to move, trying to do something. You see him out there. He all right. Hell of a play. Good catch, good run. Love to see it. Now, we got to run on this next play that I'm going to get to. All right. Now, in this run, it's 1st and 10 on the 42. All right. We just had a great catch by Juwan. All right. For 32 yards. And right now, we get a 4-yard run by Jordan Mason. All right. So let's look at this. Now you got to stop. You got to understand what you're looking at here. Trent's tired. Offensive line is obviously out of shape. Some of them. And he's aiming. He's throwing his body. He's matadoring. He's not getting there with speed, right? He runs into Eric Saubert's man. All right. Trying to push and doesn't find anybody. Doesn't find a hat. Right? Trent comes out his stance. All right, now Eric Saubert's locked up, Trent. What are you going to do? All right, so you run into Eric Saubert. Okay. So you do that. Are you going to climb? So Trent climbs. He gets pushed out of the way. There goes Jabril Peppers, Trent. Reaches for him. Nothing. Right? This is the stuff. Lunging out of your stance. Trying to deliver a blow, not confident in your feet, where you're not bringing your hands pad level. You want to get out of that stance faster than you want to play football because your legs are tired. Jake Brendel, good job. Jake Brendel comes out, helps Dominic, nice push, and he can do it when he wants to. Helps Dominic cross face, goes to the top defender, gets his hands inside, drives his feet. Colton McKivitz, all right, so we got to talk about soft shoulders again. Colton McKivitz, please, brother. Number one, that is horrible steps. Let's look at this play side foot. The left foot of Colton McKivitz. It goes nowhere. You literally pick your foot up and put it back down. That's lazy. You're a 6'7" man. Create space, brother. He's the smallest 6'7" tackle in the league. I'm telling you. So you're coming out. All right. You don't need to check. Dominic's got his man. Gets engaged to, blown off his track, and runs. Come on, man. Jordan Mason has to run over your defender. That's who tackles him. Soft shoulders. Stay square. Be dynamic. Be athletic. I need a better step than that. Come out of your stance. Deliver a blow. All right. Power angles. You're running. Look at this. He's off his feet. He's off his feet on contact. Don't let these people tell you this boy is good. Don't let them do that. All right. So right here, we got actually a good play. Okay. We got a good play right here. All right. So this is a called TD, call back TD. This is the first. This is why I love this drive, because there's 3 called TDs back in this drive. Well, there's 3 TDs, but 2 got called back. All right. This is great teamwork from Trent and Aaron on this play. Okay. Look at the TE stunt. Good pickup. Jake Brendel redirects his hands. distributes power through his base. I can't wait to see this from the tight. Pause. So right here, we're gonna get a stunt. All right. We're gonna get a TE stunt. And Trent and Aaron are gonna pick this up so nice. Picked up. Look at the strong hands from Colt, man. I mean, from Jake Brindle. Jake Brindle comes out. Boom. Automatically. Way to engage. Yoke his ass up. Got a free hand. Short, choppy steps. Distributing power through the ground. Look at him. Look at his instep. Look at the instep of Jake Brindle on his feet. Smacking his instep into the turf. Creating power. Rolling your hips. My man rolling his hips. Stifling energy. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it when he needs to. Dominic Pooney comes out. Look, negates the first chop. Still engages. Hand on the outside. Keeps the inside going. Still there for the twist. I mean, that's good pass protection right there. Good pass protection. You had a stunt negated. You had a one-on-one mugged up fight in the middle that was stymied right away. Then you got good one-on-ones across the board, man. Come on, man. You can't ask for anything better than that. They can do it. I love on them when they do good. But look, boom, locked, boom, locked, boom, locked, boom, locked, boom, kind of locked. It's a shame. It was a good play. Horrible hold. Horrible hold. Horrible hold. My God. Horrible hold. I got to see this. He's whooping his ass. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing here? I know it's about the trenches, y'all, but come on. What are we doing here? He's dogging him. He's dogging him. What are we doing here? And then you hit my man in the head with the flag? What? Bang. Come on, man. You can't. Doing too much, man. Stop. That one hurt. That one hurt. Because it was actually a good job. Awesome rep. Right? But what I did want to talk about in that rep, I got to go back. What I did want to talk about in that rep is just lack of urgency again. You know, I'm a stickler. I'm sorry. But we got to go back to it. You know, Deebo Samuel's effort on this play, I don't like it. Right? As soon as that ball's out, I mean, what are we doing? You run your route and then that's just it. We don't redirect. We don't go to try to find a man downfield. Nothing. We just walk. Play's still going on. It's the little things, man. It's the little things. All right. So we got a 1st and 10. We got a 1st and 10. And this right here, the reason why I want to bring up this play is because this is a run by Isaac Guerendo. Okay. Now we all know that we're trying to get Isaac Guerendo involved, right? But he had a run for no gain. And I really feel bad for him now that I've seen this play because it was by no fault of his own. Let's just run it. Horrible. Horrible. So we got outside zone by Guerendo. I mean, come on. That we're not even trying. So what we got right here, Trent My Lord. Let's just start with our fearless leader. First thing we got right here is we got Trent coming out, okay? And Trent is going to be locked on to the edge right here, okay? And let's just, look at what are we doing here? Number one, you're crossing your feet. That's not a step. Offensive line is starting with step, guys. I'm sorry. It's all about steps. Trent comes out, gets blown off his track. Come on, man. Pad level. Deliver a blow. Who looks like a football player right here? Blown off his track. So that's one. Okay? I'm not done with you, Colton. Let's get over here. The $7 million man. All right? What are we talking about? Strong shoulders, staying square with the line of scrimmage. What are we doing? Inside hand is non-existent. Trying to latch onto the defender to ride him up to the second level. He pushes Colton out of the way. All right? So right now, if we just pause for context, we got bang, bang, before our rookie even gets to the line of scrimmage. All right? All right? So that's what Trent's giving us, and that's what Colton's giving us on this rep. Trent gets pushed out of the way and tries to act like ain't nobody see it. We see it, bruh. Okay? Pooney's got to pick up his feet. We talked about steps, right? We're getting a little tired right here. Let's look at Dominic Pooney's play side foot. You tell me if that foot picks up. That foot goes nowhere. It pivots. Pick your feet up, sir. You got to pick your foot up, Dominic. Gets pushed off his track. Oh, yeah, and if you're asking, Trent's man is who made the tackle. Right there. Right there. Didn't Trent say he likes to come to camp because he likes to see all the young guys get a chance? I like to see the young guys get a chance and wear the jerseys and, be in the game for the first time. This is what I love to do. I really haven't had a camp. I really haven't had a camp in a couple of years, man. I really don't need a camp. I don't need a camp. I just kind of like to be there to make sure everybody else is doing their thing. It's bad, man. It's bad. That doesn't help out Isaac Garindo. So before we start saying that Kyle doesn't trust running backs and that Isaac Garindo just can't see the field, let's just watch the film. All right? Let's just watch the film. Okay? It ain't hard. It's called looking. Right? So we're going to get into this next one. This is a good rep, and I like this rep. This is a good rep from Jake Brindle. That's what you want out of a center. Redirecting hands, pops out of his stance, good pass protection, quick poppy feet, moves with his defender. Isaac Garindo's still in on this rep. Good. Delivers power through the ground, pops his hips. That's a good play. You like to see that. So next play that we're going to get into is an effort play. Just it speaks to bedside manner, man. Like, what are we doing? Are we dominating the game or are we just happy to be here? So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to watch Deebo Samuel. So Deebo's he doesn't have an arc release. He's supposed to chip and then climb to the second level. All right. And let's just look at the job. Let's just look at the job by Deebo Samuel on this play. Let's just look at the job. Comes through. He gets pushed off his track. So he's supposed to chip. He gets pushed off his track. All right. That's cool. You screwed George. George is going to deal with the guy by himself. That's all right. So now Deebo comes in, catches the guy, throws his head down. All right. And does any of this look like he is trying? He's looking at Jordan Mason while he runs the ball. As a matter of fact, Deebo gets out so weak and soft, he's out leveraged. The defender is still engaged in the play because he's still keeping contain. He still has contain. There's two defenders. It's just a shit job. There's no way you can talk about it. There's no other way to talk about that. It's just a shit job. And I'm going to just run it. No effort. Looking back during the play. Walking back to the huddle. I mean, almost everything about that play says, I'm not getting the ball. We're running to your side, son. And you're looking back, looking for the ball carrier like you're about to get orange slices at halftime. This ain't Little League, man. Horrible effort. Right here, we got a little bit more fatigue. We got to be able to relocate our hands, especially when we get defenders inside. Aaron Banks has a tough time of that. You'll see that right here when he gets flushed out. His defender flushes Brock out of the pocket. What happens is that he shoots his outside hand, but the defender grabs his hand and throws it off of him. Right here. He's trying to relocate his hand. And I'll give him credit for trying to roll his hips. He's rooted, but he's hopping. He's not chopping. He's using his weight. Right? This right here is when you rip your hand down and you jab it in his fucking diaphragm. You don't just get thrown off. If that guy doesn't lose his foot, if he doesn't get tripped up by Trent, that's a sack. You'll see it from the backside, from the front side view. Don't let him take your hands away from you, bro. He's a little tired on this drive. So, next go round. We're at the end of this drive. And again, we got some trouble on the left side of the line. So, we got a light box, obviously a passing down. And Aaron will not move his feet. He's got to relocate his hands and bring his feet with his hands. They've all got to be married together. And the problem is that he's lunging. All right. Also, Trent is tired. He gets washed up field by his defender and comes underneath. That can't happen. If you got a 45-degree set, I understand that Trent's setting. He's trying to protect his inside, which he's fine right now. But we get a chop from the defender. Trent tries to use his body weight, but gets washed upfield. Got to get to camp. Aaron Banks comes out. Lunging. Be poised. Be cool, ice cold. He gets a chop. That's a defender who knows his rules. I'm not letting you put your hands on me. Get your hands off me. So we got a lunge. Now relocate. There goes that chicken wing. There goes that chicken wing. Use your hands, Aaron. Opens up the barn door. What you got to do is you got to fight like hell to get that left foot upfield. You got to pop those hips. We get a chop. That's win right here. Chop. Drop that foot. Shoot and reload. You can't shoot a gun and throw a bow and arrow. Like, come on, man. Good evasion from Brock. So I think he throws this one out of bounds. All right. So the last play that we're going to look at is the actual play where they score. It's the play to George. Last play we got. So right here, Colton McKivitz like to give it all up. Beautiful throw by Brock. But again, soft shoulders, man. Soft shoulders. You got to create that hard edge, man. And, dare I say it, but where is he kicking to? That for him to be 6'8", 6'7", whatever. All right. You got to get real estate with that kick. All right. You look at Trent kick. And this is Trent. I've been going at Trent this entire tape, but look at the kick. He gets movement. He goes from the middle of this hash to the outside of the hash in one kick. He's creating movement immediately. Strong base, using his legs. Okay. Right here. Cole McKivitz. Come on, man. You're just standing there. One kick and you're there. One kick. Boom. You're not moving anywhere, brother. You're stock blocking him. Come on, this is playing chicken. He's faster than you. Just don't give up your inside. And we get soft shoulders, right? What we want, all right, is we want these shoulders to stay with the plane of the line of scrimmage, all right? You can't give that up and just turn over. Beautiful catch by George. Beautiful catch. Close this out. Awesome catch. Awesome. So look, guys, that's how we're going to do from the trenches. All right. Every week. And really what I want to do is just go over the points of focus again that we went over earlier before. All right. And really how we look at it is pad level at the point of attack. All right. We got to be a nastier offensive line, but we're getting there. Okay. All right. Also, weak versus strong hands. Aaron Banks, the chicken wing. Use your hands. Shoot your hands. Okay. We saw really good hand usage out of Jake Brendel when he was mugged up at times with the nose guard or a shade. All right. We pointed out those plays, actually showed some improvement from previous games. Right. Effort. I mean, that's just something. They're professionals, guys. We can't beg them. We can't beg them to work for us. Right. And I'll tell you, soft shoulders. I'm looking at you, Colton McKivitz. You got to stay square with the line of scrimmage, bro. You cannot get moved, all right? You got to get a stronger core, all right? And fatigue and finish. We got bigger fish to fry as the season comes along. And this was pretty much the worst defense that we're going to be able to see this year, all right? We've seen a lot of fatigue. We've seen a lot of problem with guys finishing. And that was the first half. I didn't want to break down the second half, all right? So tell me what you guys feel. What do you guys think so far about the offensive line, the performance, right? How they move forward, right? What are we going to see? What are we going to see versus our next opponent coming up next week, right? How are we going to move forward with the run game, with the pass game, protecting Brock? I see a silver lining. I see a lot of areas for improvement. I saw a lot of fight. Dominic Pooney is getting better by the snap, literally. All right. We just need to get a little bit more improvement out of our pass protection from our tackles. Trent is hopefully going to get better as the season goes along. All right. But for what it's worth, this is the team that we got. Chris, $4.99. Thank you. Great stuff, Coach. Thank you. Thank you. So, guys, every Tuesday, we're going to do From the Trenches. We're going to have our points of focus. We're going to be able to point things out that we see on film from the trenches, and then we're going to be able to move forward from there. But as you know, it's the coach. Stay low and keep your feet moving.